All right, let's get into it. Apologies about the delay, but here I am. Had some technical difficulties, but we're here now. All right, let's get into it. So, firstly, let's start off with Bitcoin, as we always do. All right, so on the daily, what are we seeing right now? We're seeing a bit of a pullback into the number of about 37,000 US dollars. When we start to travel up, we start to see, look, we have an early uptrend here. So we have a low, high, higher low, now a higher high. It's probably more evident on the 2-day actually, yeah. So a low, high, higher low, now a higher high. Nothing really tradable. So we're sitting somewhat near the cradle zone. We're actually like pretty close actually to the cradle zone, and yeah, it is doesn't look too bad. The cradle zone is a place where, you know, the price pulls back to, and we can either expect it to sell or buy. Okay, and as it stands right now, last month we finished quite green. We did break the high of that candle, so when applying our rules, that could mean that we could see more upside, but we haven't seen that just yet. Nothing much on Bitcoin, but we'll go on to Ethereum and we'll have a look at that. So we saw what was it? That was probably a week of green, bit more than a week. It was like 2 weeks of green. And we're starting to pull back again. We do have an uptrend on the 2-day, low, high, higher low, higher high, but nothing of interest for me just yet. If we go to, I can't justify that. Let's actually have a look at the 16-hour. Well, I'm just trying to look if there is a trend on the 16-hour to see if we could potentially take anything on the 8, but there isn't that. So we'll move on to the next. Binance coin. Let's have a look where we are. Have an uptrend here on the 2. Daily's kind of messy. Let's have a look at the weekly. Where are we sitting? I'd say we're close to the cradle zone on the monthly, and we are. But kind of in no man's land at the moment on the weekly, but have to just wait and see what happens. These timeframes don't really look the best. Look, this market at the moment, it seems as though we're seeing like short and sharp movements in either direction, and it kind of makes it hard for trend traders like us to trade, you know, because trends aren't the best. I know there have been some decent trades out there. I haven't taken anything in a little while, in all honesty, partially because of I haven't had much free time, and the fact the market hasn't really been providing a lot. Yeah, I shave my head like Craig. I aspire to be. Don't let him know I said that. It's obviously not true. But yeah. How are you, Jack? How is everyone anyway? I should have said hello to you all. If Winston is here, hello Winston. Winston not with a Y. No, it's not. It's with an I. Alright. Cardano. Look, not too much. I'm blabbing on a bit, but there's not too much on Cardano because there isn't a real good trend. All right. Let's have a look at XRP. So we have somewhat of a significant level, obviously. 1 test, 2 tests, and then we tested all throughout here, and now it's just sitting under that. So if I were to find anything, I would obviously proceed with caution, but there's nothing there on Ripple as of yet. I just want trends to come back. I really want good trends to come back. I had a good period last year, early this year as well. Really good period. My account did pretty well. But yeah, would be good to have that back. Before I just pass on through this. Nothing on Doge, because we don't really have a trend. We have a low, high, higher low, lower high. So nothing there on Doge. Then we go on to DOT. So we just saw just an increase in price really. There's no trend, and there's no trend because there's a low here and then just a high. There's no higher lows and higher highs. 4 hours pulled back quite far. So nothing there. 8 hour is basically, it's in the right place. The 8 hour is in the right place, but how does the look? The 16 hour doesn't look the best either. So I'm just reading the questions here. No, it's so someone just Alexis just asked if it was a weird time to start doing this, and I assume that they mean trading. It's not a weird time because right now you can still learn a lot, but it's better when there it's better to trade the way we trade when there's strong trends out there. It's just as simple as that. We're trend traders, so when there are strong trends, it allows you to profit more. And when there's not strong trends, you have to pick your trades very stringently, and you have to be well. What I do is I'm really strict with them, and I only take the best. I'm not going to take anything that's too high risk. So yeah, Uniswap. So we have not really much to talk about on this. We're seeing some upside. If this was to keep on going, I would go lower, but it looks quite messy. I might have the wrong pair up actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, Link. So good old Link, like much of those before it, saw a few days of green, or a week, or whatever it was, but the daily, it doesn't really have a trend, and the reason being we have a low, now we have a high. This started to trend quite well here on the 4, all throughout here. It's not too bad. Could possibly have taken that. Or no, there was almost a breakout, but didn't happen. Alrighty. Nothing on the 8, nothing on the 12, and the 16 is much of the same. So last but not least, Bitcoin Cash. Let's have a look at that. We have an equal low, now a higher high. It's not the best of trends. What I'll do is I'll go to the monthly and see where we're sitting. It didn't hit all-time highs, did it? Bitcoin Cash. No. When did that happen? May. So sitting in the cradle zone right now on the monthly, but there's nothing to really trade here just yet. You know, today's scan was one of those scans where the market doesn't look the best, so it's best to just sit out really when trends aren't there. So I'll just go through the questions now, see if there's anything that I missed. Nice to see you all. Good to have you here, Zeno. Alright. That is it for me. I'm going to do another scan tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to go through a watch list, and I'll see you there. It'll be at around 6 o'clock. Yeah. See you later.